Your time out of this beautiful evening to come learn a little bit more about AdvoCare. I know I met some of you, but for those that I did not meet, I'm Angela. This is my husband, Nick. And just to share a little bit about how we got started with AdvoCare, it was a year and a half ago. We have 3 little girls, 6, 4, and 2. They're down in the basement, so at some point they'll probably be running up here. But after I had the 3rd little girl, I was just struggling losing that last bit of baby weight. You know, thought I was eating healthy, working out when I could, but I saw a coworker of mine post about the 24-day challenge, so it had intrigued me, did a little bit of research. Nick and I both hopped on the challenge. I lost 8 pounds, 10.5 inches during the 24 days. Nick lost 8 pounds. I've gone on to lose over 20 pounds in the year and a half that I didn't really think I had to lose. But more importantly, we just both felt better than we had felt in years. We just had so much more energy, felt healthy, felt amazing. We both kicked the coffee, soda habit. We both used to drink 2, 3 cups of coffee a day, sometimes even a soda in the afternoon just to get us through the day. And, you know, I had so much more energy. With the 3 kids, I'd put them down for a nap at 2 o'clock every single day, and I would need to take a nap because I was always just tired. I'd take a 20, 30-minute power nap. And at night when I put them to bed, I was just always tired, just would want to crash. So when we did the challenge, and since then, I've just had so much more energy, feel great, get so much stuff done, a lot more productive. So that's how we kind of got started with AdvoCare. So what we're going to do here tonight is we like to start out with the 4 ways to get involved with AdvoCare, should you choose. That way you know up front, we're not going to lock the door and make you guys sign up for anything. This is just informational so you can learn more about AdvoCare. So the 4 ways to get started, we actually like to say there's 5. The first way is thanks, but no thanks. You know, I try to spark, and you know, it's not for me, and that's fine. We don't pressure anybody by any means. The first way is a retail customer. So what a retail customer is it's just like going to a GNC or Walgreens or Kroger's. You pay full price. See, I told you, here's one of them. Go again. It's just paying full price for the products. We don't recommend it, but if that's what you want to do, that's fine. The way we always recommend starting out is a number 2. This is what's best for you, a wholesale customer. We compare this to a Sam's or Costco. You pay a one-time $79 fee, but you get $50 worth of free products. So you get a free box of Spark that you're drinking and a free box of Slam, which is basically our portable version. So $50 in free products, but you get a discount on your products, anywhere between a 20 and a 30% discount, depending on how much you spend. So the great thing about this is there's no catch, there's no strings attached, there's no monthly minimums, there's no auto shipment. You literally have your own website, your own account, you order what you want, when you want, get your discount, and it gets shipped to your door. So we always recommend starting out at a number 2. The difference between number 2 and 3 really is just a mindset shift. So a wholesale customer is more on the product side, you're looking for a product discount. And number 3 is a distributor, and kind of what that means is you're at work, or you're sharing with friends and family, they're saying, hey, what's that red stuff you're drinking? Or you're losing weight, what are you doing? And you just casually share with friends and family just to earn a couple $100 extra, or to get your products for free. Some people do that as a distributor. And number 4 is a business advisor. That's what my husband and I went in at. And this is someone who sees the business side of things. It opens up 5 ways to earn income if you would choose. We'll go over that here a little later tonight. And the great thing is you're locked in at a 40% discount, so for life on the product. So we just like to share this up front. So as you're sitting here learning more about AdvoCare, you just have a better idea of what's going to be best for you. So that's kind of, sorry, I'm a lot of whack here with the other computer. So we are going to pull up Emily. She is going to share more about the 24-day challenge, which I know a lot of you are here for. So she's going to go over that. We're going to share some success stories, and we'll go over the background of AdvoCare. So I will turn it over to you and get out of your way.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Do you want me to share my results, or do you want me to say any of that? Okay. So I started in September. I hopped on a challenge. I actually saw the business side as well. So I went in as an advisor. I did a triple stack with my sisters. So automatically got the 40% off, which is great. We always say everybody loves products at a discount. And just kind of started sharing. While I was on the challenge, I did lose, it was about 3 pounds and 4 inches. Altogether, I've lost about 8 pounds and 8 inches. But for me, it's really about the way I feel and how great I feel. I own a dance studio. I work for a custom builder. My husband works crazy hours. I have 3 boys, very active. So life is crazy. Life is busy. But I feel the best I've ever felt. So the weight loss is great, but just getting on the challenge and getting into those good, healthy habits is really going to make you feel awesome. So I'll start with the challenge. So with your challenge, I always like to tell people this is like your little booklet. This is like your little Bible that you're going to follow to a T. So make sure you look this over. You're going to get this booklet. And in the front, they've got food suggestions, and it's got when you're going to take the things. It's very much spelled out for you. So awesome book. Follow it to a T. The 20/40 challenge, we say, is for anybody and everybody that's looking for overall wellness. If you're looking to kick a habit, maybe coffee or soda. If you're looking to lean out, lose some weight, it's really for anybody and everybody as young as 18 all the way up to somebody in their 80s. So it's broken up into 2 phases. The first 10 days is the cleanse, and then the days 11 to 24 are the max phase. The best part about the 24-day challenge, and the reason it works and it's sustainable, is because you're eating the entire time. It's not like you're just drinking shakes for 24 days. You are eating, you're just making this really good, healthy choice habits. You're going to be shopping the outer perimeter of the grocery store. You're going to be eating lean meats, fruits, and veggies, okay? It's very much a balanced diet. You can do this whether you want to eat out, whether you want to pack your lunch every day. It's very doable. So you're going to start out with your cleanse, and we always say it's mild and gentle and uneventful. It's like cleaning, you know, the lint trap out of your dryer, getting that fresh start. You're going to get all the toxins and the impurities that we have from our American diet out of your body. So you're going to get your herbal cleanse box, and in your box you're going to get a fiber drink. Comes in 2 different flavors, peaches and cream and citrus. You're also going to get a probiotic. So you're going to be drinking your Spark, which we all love because it is the mental focus drink. It's going to replace your soda, your coffee, tea, pop, any of the bad stuff. So the mental focus drink you're going to be drinking, it's got lots of B vitamins. So you're going to have that sustained energy. A lot of people, raise your hand if you drink coffee. Raise your hand if you think you drink a lot of coffee. Okay, so you're drinking your coffee, you're getting your energy, and then you're going to crash, right? And you're like, I need more coffee. You're not going to have that with the Spark. It is going to be a nice even keel. It's going to be a sustained energy. We joke, we say it's like crack. Well, legal Adderall is what we call it, but it is. It's amazing. It tastes great, and you're not going to crash like you do with coffee. So you'll be drinking your Spark, taking your herbal cleanse. Another one of my favorites is the Omegaplex. So this is omega-3 fatty acids. A lot of us do not get enough fish in our diet. Raise your hand if you're a big fish eater. Oh, good. Okay. Well, for people that don't eat a lot of fish, this is going to kind of fill in those gaps. Dr. Oz had nothing to do with AvoCare, and this was ranked as the top 2 in the world. So it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, your nails, your complexion, cardiovascular. Omegas are really good. So that's days 1 through 10. That's the cleanse. You're going to move on to the max phase. Raise your hand if you eat a balanced breakfast, a healthy breakfast. Okay, great. Most people do not eat breakfast, which is a lot of the reasons why some people struggle with losing weight. You think, if I'm not eating, it's okay. I'm not going to gain any weight. No, you've got to fire up your metabolism early in the morning. So the shakes are delicious. They're not gritty. They're 5 different flavors. There's chocolate, vanilla, berry, mocha chocolate, and vegetarian dark chocolate. Most people choose this for breakfast, but should you be in the health field, like let's say if you're a nurse and you work nights and you've got to pack your lunch, and you can have this at any time of the day. Most people have it for breakfast to fire up that metabolism. So that's the shakes. And that's got like the perfect carb to protein ratio, so you're going to feel actually full and satisfied. You're going to move on to M&S. The M&S is a lot of people's favorite. Raise your hand if you're on M&S. Great, yes. So the M&S comes in a nice convenient strip pack. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got an appetite suppressant. It's got calcium. It's got a probiotic, more of the omegas. It comes in a strip, and it's marked on there, so you can follow it very easily. These come in 3 different kinds. There's M&S3, which is the perfect blend of energy and appetite suppressant. There's M&SE, which is for energy, if you're literally like falling asleep at your desk at work. or the MNSC is appetite control for somebody that's looking to lose a good maybe 50 plus pounds. So that's the M&S. Again, of course, all the while you're drinking your Spark. We have a couple of add-ons. If you're not a breakfast eater, we suggest you add on another box of shakes because you just get 14, which is for the max phase. But if you know you're not going to eat a good breakfast, you're going to want to add on a box of shakes. That way you have enough for the whole 24 days. One of the other add-ons we love, and this is my personal favorite, this is the Catalyst. We joke that it's lipo in a bottle. It's an amino acid, and what it does is it puts a protective barrier on your muscle, and it literally strips you of the fat. So it was designed for the 1996 wrestling Olympic team. You know, wrestlers, they want to cut weight, but they want to keep muscle. The Catalyst is going to help you to lean out quicker. You're going to see the results with the Catalyst. Raise your hand if you're done with the challenge, but you still take Catalyst every day. Yes, it's the best. Next is ThermoPlus. It's a mild thermogenic. It's going to help you burn additional calories, about 150 with every meal. You can take it 3 times a day. You don't start this until the max phase, kind of like putting the pedal to the metal. It's going to help you, especially if you have like a sedentary job where you're just sitting at a desk all day. ThermoPlus is definitely an add-on you're going to want to add. The last add-on, we don't recommend this for the 24-day challenge because this is like a mindset shift of, okay, this is a lifestyle. This isn't just a diet. You're wanting to make those good, healthy choices, but we are human. We do have holidays and birthdays and cheat meals. The Carbies is going to basically help you with that cheat meal or that piece of birthday cake because we are human. And it's going to help you to break down those carbs instead of absorbing them. So that's the 24-day challenge. We always recommend, you know, exercise with the program. Obviously, again, this is just about making a healthy lifestyle change. But that's everything included in the challenge, and we do have amazing other products. They'll kind of touch on that, but that's the 24-day challenge.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good stuff. All right, who in here has done the challenge? I know we have quite a few people. Okay. If you've lost more than 10 pounds, raise your hand. No, good. 20? All right. 30? 40? How much have you lost, Ted?
43.
43. Awesome. How many people lost it? 31. 31. Awesome. All right. We're going to pull just a few people up to share their story and their success on the challenge. So, Steph, do you want to come up and share your results on the challenge and beyond?
Hi guys, I'm Stephanie Bollinger. My journey started about a year, well, in November, last November. I went to the doctor and they told me I was overweight and had high blood pressure and cholesterol. So I was going to have to go on medication if I didn't do something. So I just decided to make a lifestyle change and heard about Advocare through Nick, and I started on a challenge in February of last year, and I lost 17 pounds on the challenge and 21 inches, and then I have gone on to lose 38, and you know, again, I had terrible habits, you know, just lots of sugars and coffee and soda, and so I've, you know, it's amazing. It helps you, the cravings go away and really get into a good habit. So, yeah, so that's it.
Good stuff. Now you're getting started. Hey, Christine, do you want to come up and share your story?
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Let's go.
I'm Christine, and I lost 17 pounds on the challenge. Gone on to lose somewhere in the 20s, because I like to enjoy my carbies sometimes. But last year, about this time, I saw my friend Sarah over there posting something about a challenge, and I was like, all right, I know them, but you know, I think I know what I'm doing. But I was popping back Diet Mountain Dew every day. I'm a phys ed teacher, taught elementary, so you know where I'm going with that. And now I'm at the middle school with these awesome ladies. But I get up at like 5:15 in the morning, so the spark is amazing. Not only the weight loss, but like we said, the energy level is crazy. I've done a lot of different diets, and you know I don't want to knock any other diet, but I never really maintained. And it's been about a year, and feel the best that we've ever felt, and to see people like my brother-in-law, you know, to be able to help him and things like that is really the best part about this. So it's pretty awesome. So.
Awesome. Good stuff. So we're going to kind of just share the background of AdvoCare. Who here is new? And okay, we have quite a few new people. All right. So we're going to just share the background of AdvoCare, just so you know a little bit more about who we are and what we do. And then we'll just kind of go from there. So we'll turn it over to Nick.
So for all the new people, how many of you have heard of AdvoCare before coming in to this, or the person that brought you here? So you guys have heard about it, okay. Well, it's been around for 22 years. So the company's been around since 93. Well, 82% of what we do is the 24-day challenge. It's what most people come into AdvoCare for, but we are a world-class nutritional company. It says 70 up here, but it's 80 nutritional products when you add in our skincare line. Based out of Plano, Texas. And being a 22-year-old company, that tells me two things. One, on the product side, it tells me the products are safe and effective. You're not going to be around for 22 years if you don't hear the great success stories like you heard tonight, or if people are having any type of negative side effects on the product. On the business side, it tells me that the marketing plan is phenomenal, which it is. It's the best in direct sales. 97% of all direct sales companies go out of business in the first 3 years. This company's been around, like I said, for 22. We're going to hit $1 billion in sales this year, faster than Nike eclipsed $1 billion, which is pretty impressive. And we're a debt-free company. Okay, so we're going to be around for another 22, 48, whatever it may be. So just a phenomenal company. 250 years of science behind the products, which we'll touch on, hundreds of world-class endorsers. But basically when people ask me and I'm talking to them, they say, well, what is AdvoCare? Yes, we're a nutrition company, but we're a company that provides solutions for people. And we provide solutions in the two key areas that you see up here. Two of the biggest problem areas I think that we have as a country, which is health and finances. I mean, the obesity epidemic is running rampant. Unfortunately, as a nation, we're not getting any thinner. And so we have products for everybody. We have anywhere from 18-year-olds on up to 82-year-olds that can take our products, have success on their products, feel better, look better, perform better, whatever it may be. And again, up there, energy, mental focus, weight management, sports performance, overall wellness, something for everybody. There's not one person that you talk to on a daily basis that doesn't have a need in that area. And our products are the best on the market. As far as the finances go, 75% of this country lives paycheck to paycheck. So AdvoCare is a way to give people an option to create a plan B income to make that additional supplemental income for pay off debt, whatever it may be. But you know, when 75% of this country is living paycheck to paycheck, it tells me you're not doing things that you want to do. You're only doing things that you need to do, you know, buying groceries and whatnot, and sometimes not even that. Okay, so again, this is a way to provide families with additional income to certainly help in that regard. And for my wife and I, you know, it started for the health reasons. You heard Angela talk. It started with the 24-day challenge and her just looking to lose the last little bit of baby weight. And it turned into more on the finance business side. Because when she came to me about AdvoCare and said she was thinking about doing the 24-day challenge, I had no idea what AdvoCare was. I work out 6 days a week. I eat healthy already. Not that I was ever skeptical of supplements. I just didn't think they were for me. So I told her no. I said, if that's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. But for me, I'm just going to kind of do, you know, what I've been doing, and it's worked. So she did a lot of research on the company, a lot of research on the products to make sure it worked for her. And that's when she found out that coworker of hers was making about $3,000 to $4,000 a month doing this part-time. And this was a single mom, 3 kids, working a full-time pharmaceutical sales job, making that kind of income on the side. You already saw one crazy kid run up here. I got 2 more downstairs. So that's when I said, hey, my ears perked up. I said, if we can make some extra money. I mean, our oldest is going to be in private school next year. So in a couple of years, I'll have 3 in private school. High school is outrageously expensive. Who knows what college will be. I might have to sell my house and live out of a box in order to pay for college. I got 3 weddings, which is awesome. And then if they're anything like their mother, I have to finance 4 shopping habits. So, you know, so I'm looking at this with, you know, the supplements, again, I said no to, but the business side is really what perked my ears up. And so we ended up going up to Dayton and seeing the same presentation you guys are seeing now, and that's when I fell in love with Advocare. I got to see what the company was all about, the credibility behind the company that you're going to see, and just the opportunity that was there. And I said, this is something we can't pass up. You know, if it doesn't work out, so be it. But I don't want to kick myself 5 years from now when Advocare is where I know it's going to be, which is a household name and everybody on our products, and kick myself for not saying yes 5 years prior. So we ended up going in at the business advisor level without even sampling a product. I'd never even had a spark. And that's when my wife twisted my arm to do the challenge. She said, you know, it's 82% of what we do. You may want to think about doing our flagship product if you're going to talk to people about it. So you heard my results. It changed my whole perspective on supplements. I mean, when you mix proper diet with proper supplementation, it is absolutely amazing what your body can do. I always thought I felt good, was working out 6 days a week. Everything just got taken to the next level because the supplements are there just to get your body feeling the way you've never felt. It's just unbelievable. So we said, you know, sat down and said, these are products that everybody needs to be on. And, you know, it was new to the area, so we tiptoed around the business a little bit. So it wasn't really until November. We did the challenge in August of 2013. It wasn't until November of 2013 when we hit the ground running with the business. So for the last year and 3 months, year and 4 months, we've built a team that all last year, we averaged about 10 grand a month. In the last 2 months, it's paid us $22,000 a month doing this. It's just been incredible. It started out as a Plan B income. Has turned into a Plan A, where my wife was able to walk away from her pharmaceutical sales job back in December, come home and be with our kids, which is really what the most important thing for us was. And it's going to give me the opportunity, certainly by the end of this year, to walk away from my job as well and be a stay-at-home dad, which absolutely incredible. You know, I grew up in a family where you go to college after high school, and then you have to, you know, hopefully get a job out of college. And once you get a job, your time is spent at the office. If you want to be successful, you spend more time at the office. Or if you're in a job that travels, you got to travel more. And all that is taking yourself away from your family. You know, the better part of my day is always spent in an office, away from my wife, away from my kids. You know, I try to get a glimpse of them in the morning before I leave for work while they're eating breakfast or sitting on the couch watching a show. And then I come home from work, we eat, and by that time, it's bath time, you know, winding down, and I get maybe an hour, hour and a half with them at night. And, you know, that's my life 5 days a week, and then, you know, how fast the weekends go. So, you know, I accepted that until Advocare came along, and it gave me a new perspective on how things could potentially be. I mean, she's walked away from her job, and we never had to sacrifice our financial security, which is the most important. And I know for her, and I can let her speak on it, I mean, the money that we earn is nice. One, it's all about helping people. The more money we earn, the more people we help either get healthy or earn some extra money, which you'll hear about. But for us too, and for her certainly, it's about the time freedom, and I can let her.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. It's about the time freedom and the choice freedom. You know, I had the choice to walk away from my 10-year pharmaceutical sales career to be home with our girls, and it's having that time with them when they're little. You know, I get to get my kindergartner on and off the bus every day. I get to take my 4-year-old that you just saw up here. I get to take her to and from preschool and be here with my 2-year-old, and she's drawing on my walls, and she's my crazy wild child. So, but I get to be there for those moments. I mean, I was blessed. My parents babysat our girls, but you know, I would go and pick them up, and my mom was telling me what they were doing. I wasn't there for those little moments. So that's just been the true blessing of this all, is just being there with them all the time. So. Just
an incredible opportunity, and you know, for us, hopefully, you know, by the end of this year, that income's going to double, if not triple. So it's just, you know, incredible business model. You can basically compress time in this business. You know, what would take us 40 years both work and earn an income, we've done in a year and 4 months, which, you know, again, you can think about. I mean, it's incredible. And this Advocare is so new to this area in such a wide open market, and that's why we said yes. And that's what it can turn into. But we'll kind of go more into the background so you know a little bit more about the company. Here's the guy that started it all, Charlie Regis, 22 years ago. You know, he had earned millions in a direct sales company prior to Advocare. And he was actually retired when he started this company. And the whole purpose of him starting it was basically those 3 things up there. He wanted to leave a legacy for his family, okay? But he wanted to create the world's finest nutritional products, which he had. He loved the direct sales model. I mean, that's how he made his millions. That's how he saw Angela and I, you know, giving us basically an opportunity to earn some extra money for our family. He thought that was the best way to bring products to the marketplace, is through independent distributors like ourselves. Loved that model, and it's just been great. And number 3, you know, provide an opportunity for ordinary people to do extraordinary things, which, And you're going to hear some great success stories of people on our team that have done some pretty extraordinary things in a short amount of time. And that's what it's all about. Now, the problem is he knew nothing about formulating products, but he had millions, so he took those millions and recruited the top minds in all of science and medicine. So if you're wondering why our products are the best on the market, look no further than our scientific and medical advisory board. He recruited, like I said, the top minds in every aspect of science and medicine to formulate our products. They make sure we're up to date on the latest scientific testing. They make sure we're using the best ingredients. And I highly recommend you Googling any of these doctors on non-Advocare sites so you can get on a non-biased website and read about their legacy. You can see their accomplishments, their credibility outside of Advocare. And you're going to see they're not going to put that reputation on the line getting involved with a company that doesn't have the best out there. Stanley Dudrick down here at the bottom, he has a wing named after him at Yale. He was asked to be the Surgeon General of the United States back in the 70s and pioneered TPN, or intravenous feeding, so they call him the father of the IV. Basically found a way to get nutrients to people through a tube that couldn't feed themselves, saved hundreds of millions of lives. Carl Keene right above him, the head nutritionist at UC Davis. And then up top right, William Kramer. He is one of the top doctors in all of sports nutrition, and we added a few more. Gail Cresci is the head dietitian or registered dietitian at the Cleveland Clinic. So you can see people that are certainly a lot smarter than I am. So, and what's cool is, we've gone to a couple of Advocare corporate events, and you see these doctors taking their M&S pack and drinking their Spark. Top doctors in the world taking the same things that my wife and I take, which is, to me, tells you all you need to know about how good our products are. And because of that, we recruit guys like Drew Brees. He's our national spokesperson. And I'm going to tell you an interesting story about him, but I'm going to go to the next slide. So here's a brief list of some of our other endorsers. We have hundreds of endorsers, but couldn't put them all on the page. So we picked some of the top. Rich Froning on the top right, 4-time CrossFit champion. They call him the fittest man in the universe, in the world, whatever it is. I don't know why they put my body on his head, or his head on my body, but so be it. Anyway, he's been on Advocare products since 4 years now. Been the CrossFit champion the last 4 years in a row. So you can see what the products do. Sam Bradford, the overall #1 pick. Sam Bradford, the overall #1 pick in the NFL. Jason Witten, top tight end in the NFL, certainly for the Cowboys. So, guys that they're not bench warmers. These are superstars in the NFL that endorse Advocare products and use Advocare products. Andy Dalton for the Bengals, when he's playing well, is on Advocare products. Tyler Eifert, another Bengals, on products. For any West Sider, do you guys remember Kyle Rudolph for Elder? He was the tight end that went to Elder a couple years ago, went to Notre Dame, and now plays for the Vikings. He's an Advocare endorser. And he's a good family friend of ours, so we reached out to him before we got involved just to see what he thought about the products, and couldn't say enough about them. And I know you're thinking, of course, these guys are going to push Advocare products. You're paying them millions of dollars to do so. Every endorser, minus Drew Brees, is a non-cash paid endorser. So the only thing they get from us is a product stipend. What? So they're all non-cash paid endorsers. The only thing they get from us is a product stipend. So you can imagine how many companies Rich Froning's getting a call from, offering him millions of dollars to endorse their products, and he turns it down because he knows the advantage Advocare gives him. And the only thing he gets from us is a product stipend, which to me, again, adds to the credibility of the company. Now, Drew Brees in 2009, when he won the Super Bowl, was a non-cash paid endorser, and Powerade offered him $3 million to just hold up a Powerade bottle. And he turned it down because of his relationship with Advocare. And that's when he came to us and said, hey, I want to do more. I want to take this thing to the next level. That's when he became our national spokesperson. He's the only cash paid endorser we have. But all that money goes directly to the Drew Brees Foundation, which tells you a little bit about the type of guy Drew Brees is. And his whole purpose is, again, to make this the Nike of nutrition, make this a household name. Everybody's going to be on our product. Kind of like Michael Jordan did with his Jordan shoes and Nike. Drew Brees, I'll go to the slide right above it. He came out with his own product line. He's got two products out, a protein bar and an amino acid blend. But, again, just adding to the credibility, and you see the type of people that get involved with this company. I mean, their livelihood depends upon how they perform. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. And Advocare follows these guys around for 2 years. I mean, we don't let anybody endorse our product. We'll follow them around for 2 years for 2 reasons. One, to make sure they're loyal to the product. They're not allowed to use any other supplements or supplement company. They got to use strictly Advocare. And number two, we want to make sure that they're just as good off the field as they are on the field. We don't want any negative press, negative publicity. So Just incredible. Again, the 4 ways to get involved, should you choose. Number 1, always and first and foremost is thanks, but no thanks. We will never pressure you guys to do anything. We're just happy you're sitting here listening. We're very passionate about the products. These are life-changing products. I think everybody needs to get on them. If you want to feel good, look good, perform good, the products are amazing. But here are the ways that you do get involved if you decide to. Retail customer, it's no different than walking into a Kroger, picking up something off the shelf. Whoever brought you here, you're going to go to their website, but you're going to pay full retail. Always go in at a wholesale customer. You would never walk into a Kohl's without a coupon. Do not buy Evacare products without getting it at a discount. $79 enrollment fee. You're going to get your own website. You're going to get a 20% discount on the product. You're also going to get $50 worth of product. What you're not going to get is any auto shipments. There's no strings attached with this. You don't have any monthly minimums. You're not required to sell anything. Go in as a wholesale customer. Get your products at a discount. You're going to get on products. You're going to love them. I know it. You're going to stay on product. It just makes sense. Okay. Those are the 2 geared for the product user. 3 and 4, again, are more for the business builder. And really the difference between 2 and 3, 2 is a person that just wants the products and loves them at a discount. 3 is somebody that wants the products, wants them at a discount, and wants to tell everybody and their brother how great they are, how great you feel, how much weight you've lost. You can become a distributor, send people to your website to start ordering product, make a few $100 extra a month doing it that way. 4 is for the business builder. This is the way my wife and I came in. This is what we saw. We saw this as a plan B income. It's a $2,100 investment. First off, you're going to come in the same way as a wholesale customer. Everybody starts with that $79 to get their product, get your distributor kit, get your website. Business advisor is you then make a $2,100 investment, but you're going to get $3,000 worth of product. Okay, you're getting product to move in the marketplace right off the bat. You could turn and start making a profit in this business from day 1. Okay, so you're getting about $900 of product for free. You can order anything you want with that $3,000. Now, you can order any of the performance line that we have, anything. What we typically recommend doing, what's the easiest to liquidate and to sell, are 24-day challenges. It's 82% of what we do. So we tell people order most, if not all, challenges. Comes out to about 12 with add-ons. So if you know 12 people that may want to do a Biggest Loser challenge with you, or 6 couples, 2 to 3 weeks, you can liquidate your inventory. That's how long it took us. That's about average of what it takes people to liquidate their inventory. Think about that. You could, in 2 to 3 weeks, have a debt-free business, up to $900 worth of profit, and a business that's going to pay you income 5 different ways potentially. It's an incredible opportunity. When I found out that Bill Gates and Donald Trump all said they'd get multi-level marketing if they were to start their business empire over again because of how cheap it is to get in and how quickly you can start earning a profit, that's all I needed to hear. I mean, those guys are pretty successful. So it's just a phenomenal business model. But that's the business advisor. You're going to be at a 40% discount. Again, have your own website. And for us, the other thing we looked at, Evacare has a 12-month money-back guarantee on products. So let's say you say, this is the greatest presentation you've ever heard. Nick, you did phenomenal. You look good up there. I just want to get on the products. I love them. I'm going to do the business advisor order. But let's say 11 months from now, that inventory is still sitting in your basement. Send it back to Evacare. They'll refund your money, no questions asked. Virtually a risk-free investment. Just makes sense to do it that way. So those are the ways to get involved. Here's some the income disclosures. We've talked about there is a business opportunity with this. My wife and I currently sit at the 9-star Emerald level, which on average pays out $280,000 a year. So you can think in a year, in 4 months, we've basically given ourselves a $280,000 a year raise. Pretty incredible. Like I said, you can compress time in this business. It would take you 40, 50 years, or every day waiting, every year waiting until the end of the year to get your raise from your boss. This, you can get a raise in 30 days. We've had people that have reached the silver level, which on average pays about an extra $1,000 a month. In 30 days, they've given themselves a $1,000 a month raise. Think about how long in your job that would take. And this whole company is based on helping people get to the different levels. And we'll bring up a few. You want to bring up a few?
How many silver leaders? I know we have a couple here in the room. So yeah, we can see we have 3 here in the room. Like I was saying, that's what most people are looking to get started with Evacare for, an extra $500, $1,000 a month, just to help pay those bills, do some extra things that they've had to say no to, like the vacation. So we probably have about 20 of those silver leaders all together on our team. But we are going to pull up one here to share her story here real quick. Julie, do you mind coming up? Sharon.
My name is Julie McCoy. My husband and I started with Evacare about a year ago, and I lost 8 pounds. He lost 17. while we were on the challenge, my husband works for the federal government, and we found out that his field office here in Greater Cincinnati is going to close in 2016. We will have a freshman or sophomore in college by then, and a son going to be a senior in high school. So moving is not an option for our family. So we needed to come up with another way to subsidize that income, and federal government's not going to pay for any of that, so we had to. So we looked at Advocare, and it's become a great resource for us. And our goal is, and things are looking good, that my husband should be able to retire instead of moving. And we won't have to worry about an apartment in Baltimore and the travel costs back and forth to Baltimore. But in the meantime, for us, because of we've got a tenant, we own property in Kentucky that we rent. If it hadn't been for Advocare this year, our family probably wouldn't have had a Christmas. We wouldn't have gone on a ski trip. I was just able today, and hold your breath on this one, spend $400 on a prom dress. Yeah, $400, Nick, $400, one dress. We're gonna wear it for 5 hours. Yeah, okay. I got to take her out of town to buy it. My daughter's, all of you, everybody's children should wear this dress. Okay. But, you know, my daughter's a senior in high school. She's a great student, and I've never had to, knock on wood, I've never had to spend a lot on a dress for her. She put this dress on, and this was the dress. You know, she fell in love with it, and my husband is on we're able to do all this, and my husband's on a hunting trip right now. Believe me, I just put all this money down for lacrosse for my son. So this extra money for my family is great. Those little things that by no means are my kids spoiled, by no means do we live a lavish lifestyle, but I don't have to say no. And that's a very difficult thing when your kid comes out and they want these new cleats and they want this gorgeous prom dress that they put on. And I looked at the tag, and it really didn't, and it felt really good not to have to say no. You know, her senior year, and that's really special. She's never going to get this again, and I hope she wears this for a wedding dress. So, I mean, it was like a lot when I called my husband, but you know, those type of things are a lot. So it is possible. You know, nobody's any different than anyone else in here. So it was a lot of fun to be able to do.
What are you averaging?
We're averaging anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000. So consistent, you know, consistently. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So, and Stephanie had shared here before, she's a gold leader, but she's actually 3-star gold in qualification on her way to Ruby. So, you know, you can see it's possible here. And then we're going to bring up another couple here. They are emerald in qualification. So Sarah and Ryan, you guys want to come up and share your story with everybody? You want to do it?
Okay.
And she can
I'm gonna stay right here.
So who's new in here? Got a lot of new people. All right, you're in the lucky seat right there, because 1 year ago we were sitting in the same living room. Of course, we were all kind of new. I think you guys have just hit silver. So top of that chart, just hit silver. We got in, you know, for products. We signed up as distributors in February. Did our challenges. So it was about early March or so. Came to a little business meeting here. I sat right there in your seat. So, you know, right about 12 months ago, you know, we needed this opportunity. We needed the business. We took custody of our niece. We had her for about 16 months. So we needed to supplement in our income. There were some unexpected expenses with daycare, preschool, just the necessities. I mean, she showed up on our porch with a little bag of clothes, and it was very last minute, right before Thanksgiving. So we had a trip to California. So that was a last minute plane ticket we bought. That was $1,000. You know, we were a paycheck to paycheck family. I'm an electrician's apprentice. My wife is a teacher, so we were certainly, you know, we weren't living the high life at the time. So we got her, you know, loved every minute of it. We took her to California, got our tickets. We went to Disneyland, had the time of her life, and then came back. Reality set in, and that's when we decided that, you know, we needed to do something to pay off some credit card bills, because it was racking up pretty quick. So you know, we saw this as a plan B. We sat here, saw the business. I went home, crunched the numbers, said we can do this. We can hit that silver. We can make that $500 to $1,000 a month. We already had great results on the product. We started sharing with friends, and it just kind of blew up for us. 3 months in, we hit that silver level. At that point, you know, we were trying to conceive. We were trying to get pregnant. So we wanted a family of our own. And we knew that, you know, we weren't going to have any family members to help with babysitting, and that was going to be more daycare expenses, and that, you know, that wasn't really settling with us. We weren't looking to have our child raised by daycare. while we were, working every day and earning $1 for our bosses. So our ultimate goal was to bring my wife home as a teacher. So we knew that hitting that gold level was going to be comparable to her salary. So we made that our mission. We sat down, we worked for it in August last year. We hit the gold, and coincidentally, and we do believe it is all God's timing, the same period that we hit gold, we found out we were pregnant. So bringing her home as a stay-at-home mom was a reality. So, we were able then to do this a little more on a full-time basis and help more people. And, we got moms in this room right now that we're looking to bring home this year. And, beginning of this year, all the work, all the motivating and sticking and staying last year from August to December. I mean, it does slow down a bit, but you got to stay motivated to help your team. There's plenty of people that need help, all year round. And we stuck and we stayed, and come January, when everybody wanted to lose weight for their New Year's resolutions, our team just took off. They blew up. We got an amazing team underneath of us. I mean, this isn't just us. This is our team under us. And, we went from gold to that 6-star ruby in four pay periods, so eight weeks. And then, just backed it up and qualified emerald last period. So our last 2-week paycheck was about $8,000, which is the biggest check I've ever seen in my life. And it's sitting in a bank account right now because we don't even want to touch it because we still don't believe it's real. But it's real, real opportunity. I work full time. I go to school at night. We started on a very part-time basis. So if you're new and you're sitting in here, you're thinking you don't have time, you do. We got girls, moms, and families on our team busy, jobs. Husbands have 2 jobs. They got kids. They're making it work. They're doing what they can. You can fit Avocare in any way possible. It's something you can do anywhere you're at. It's been a blessing for us, and we're going to keep pushing. We got about 10 moms we're trying to bring home this year. So, it initially started for us, but it's become so much more. There's so many more people out there that need what Avocare's got to offer, and we're not stopping. We're going to definitely finish what we started. So if you're sitting in here and you're new and you're kind of opening up your mind to this, definitely think about it. Go home. Talk to your spouse. You can do this as a team. That's awesome. Nothing else, support each other, whoever is going to be doing this, because this thing is real and there's amazing potential here. So that's our story. We're hoping to pin this down this pay period. Ultimately, my goal is to come home and be a full-time dad. We're expecting in about 4 weeks, and bringing her home was beyond our wildest dreams. But bringing me home, that's just I can't even imagine. So that's my goal this year: come home, be a full-time dad, live life on our own terms, design our own life, and kind of move on and help other people do the same thing. So that's our story.
Good stuff. Awesome. And as you're sitting here, we kind of shared, we attended an event up in Dayton, and when we went there were 4 diamonds in the room. There's actually 6 diamonds in the Dayton area, and 4 of them were sitting in the room, so, we could see it's real, it's possible. They were all people like you and I. There was a stay-at-home mom, there was a welder, there was a teacher, actually 3 teachers, there was someone who's a regional manager for Speedway, someone in IT medical sales, someone that worked in HR. So these were all real people. And one thing that stood out at us about the business was there's none down here in Cincinnati. So you think about the market in Dayton, they have 6 diamonds. It's a lot smaller market than Cincinnati. So, and there's none here in Cincinnati. They predict there'll probably be 8 to 12 roughly here in Cincinnati at some point. So.
Absolutely. But again, it just shows what's possible. And again, it's a company about helping people. That's what it's all about. Helping people get healthy for one. But if you're looking for the income, we're certainly here to help you do that as well. We're part of the fastest growing team in the country. So if it's something you're interested in, we'd love to have you on the team. We don't really touch on the ways to get paid, but there's the 5 ways as an advisor. Happy to answer those for you if you guys have questions at the end. What's that?
And the Avocare, if you choose to pursue the business side and hit the advisor level, you can earn a $500 rookie bonus. Who here in the room's won a rookie bonus? So okay, 5 or so people. So you can see it's highly attainable.
Absolutely. We just end here as far as your timing. I mean, to me, when you've got life-changing products, there's never a bad time. I mean, now's the time. There's not a bad time to again, get healthier, look better, feel better, perform better. As far as the business side, you heard Angela talk. I mean, this is a wide open market down here. As far as Avocare in general, yes, we've been around for 22 years, but you can see that the growth that this company is experiencing now, it's just ready to take off. We're going to hit $1 billion in sales here this year and be a debt-free company. but they just built a facility that can handle an additional $3.5 billion of revenue. So you can see how much growth they're expecting here in the next 5 to 10 years. And this will be the Nike of nutrition. This will be a household name. We are well on our way, and everybody will be on our product. The only way you can buy them is through an independent distributor. It'll never be on the shelf of GNC. You'll never see it at Kroger. And Advocare as a company, what's great about it is they do a lot of the marketing and promotion for you. So how many of you have seen the Advocare commercial on TV? Raise your hand. Not many. So you guys don't. Advocare does, again, a lot of the marketing. So we have sponsorships with the NCAA. We sponsor college football games. So last year, the first 2 games of the year, the Advocare Texas kickoff and the Cowboys Classic, I believe. So it was like LSU, Wisconsin, Florida State, Oklahoma State last year that they played. And then 3 weeks later was the Texas Bowl, I believe, which was UCLA, Texas. So we sponsor college football games. Trevor Bain drives the number 6 car. We have the Advocare car that drives around the track on Sundays for NASCAR. We were the jersey sponsor of FC Dallas, the Major League Soccer team down in Dallas. We are now the official nutrition sponsor of the entire MLS of Major League Soccer. So if you tune into a game, you'll see Advocare banners on the sideline. And then the official drink is Rehydrate, which is kind of our healthy version of Gatorade. Just a phenomenal product. For those that are UK fans, basketball fans, if you've watched, Advocare banners been on the UK scoreboard throughout the games this year. And it's just, again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Commercials throughout the year, Fox News, ESPN, TBS, HGTV. So again, Advocare's whole goal is to be a household name, and they do a lot of the marketing and stuff for you. So, if you join, and our problem in the beginning was when we spoke Advocare, nobody knew what it was. Now, when you speak Advocare, people are like, I've seen that on commercials. I've seen that on the sidelines of stuff. So it's getting easier and easier. And with the results that you've heard tonight and people across our team, everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to. Who doesn't want to lose an extra 10 to 15 pounds? Who doesn't want to get better performance in the gym? Just an incredible, incredible company with life-changing products. So that's all we have. I appreciate your time. Again, we never pressure anybody to do anything, but if you do have questions, we will be around to answer anything, product or business. But again, appreciate your time. That's all we have. Thank you very much.
Awesome.